practice of backpacking for me is like meditation. It creates a space where the busyness and complexity of day-to-day life is peeled away, and I'm left with the simplest of goals. Move from here to there, find a safe place to rest for the night, and then wake up and start again. It strips me away from all of the things that I let take up space in my mind. It gives me the space to reconnect. I often venture into the mountains alone, and in those times where my phone is no longer buzzing and the idea of work is set aside, I have a unique opportunity to retreat into myself, spending time in stillness and quiet, taking time to be fully present, watching and feeling how my feet hit the ground, observing my body and how it moves, giving awareness to my energy and nutrition in a way that my 9 to 5 would never allow. Even being aware of temperature changes and how my body responds to effort and climate and hydration. All of these things ground me and let me look deeper into the truths of who I am and the things that I'm truly grateful for. This reconnection to myself reminds me that my life is really about connection. I don't believe that it's possible to be in the places that I go and in that mindset without being connected to all of the beauty around you. The size and the scale of the mountains are an immediate reminder of how enormous creation really is. It's humbling. Realizing that all of this has been here for so much longer than I can imagine, and it'll be here for so much longer than I'll ever be able to enjoy. It's easy to feel small and insignificant, but in the same breath, I can be cresting a mountain pass or approach an alpine lake with the realization that no other living person has had this exact experience, seeing these peaks or this lake in this light with these clouds. It's easy to also feel incredibly important in the universe. Like all of this beauty was created for me to enjoy at this exact moment. Wildflowers on the trail, the smell of the dew, the sound of the trees moving in the wind. These things remind me that I'm also connected to nature, and I'm part of that nature. I love my time alone in the mountains, but there's something incredible about sharing that time with the people that are most important in my life. My closest relationships have been strengthened and deepened by spending time in the backcountry together, away from the routine that relationships settle into, away from the activities that our relationships revolve around, putting aside the surface level conversations and any motive other than simply spending time together. No phones face down on the tabletop, no interruptions, just time and space to connect in a way that not many people today do. It's a funny thing when you become passionate about something like backpacking. I never expected it to be the path to community and new friendships that it has. The backpacking community is beautiful, and I met some incredible people and built amazing connections. To meet someone for the first time at a trailhead, knowing that I'm about to spend more time alone with them in the wilderness than I have with most people, is a scary thing for an introvert like me. But I have yet to be disappointed, because there's a level of authenticity in those moments that I don't get in other places. The small talk and the gear discussion quickly fades away, and you're left with nowhere to hide. Neither are they. You get to see who they really are, and they get to see you. It doesn't matter what car you drive, what you do for work, what house you live in, or what you're wearing. All of the things that society uses to measure us and all of our preconceptions just disappear. I'm about to spend days dirty, sweating, and exhausted, learning who this person really is, and they're in the same situation. There's a bond to new connections that you make in the backcountry that's bare and raw and real, and it's beautiful. One of my favorite cliches is that there's no place for ego in the backcountry. I have to acknowledge that things will never go according to plan, and there's risk. Terrain's unforgiving, the weather changes without notice, and there's a certainty that I will fail in some way. The simplicity that I love about backpacking and being deeply present in my body also means that I'm just as connected to my limitations. I love that this passion of mine carries with it a spirit of awareness and growth. Every time I run to the mountains, they teach me something. Regardless of how I fail, I'm given opportunities to reconnect with my limitations and identify areas to grow. They also say that familiarity breeds contempt and that absence makes the heart grow fonder. I found both of these to be very true. I think we all take things for granted in our relationships, and the busy routine and the repetition of life steals the shine from the things that our hearts should be fond of. If you're like me, you become habituated to the way things are. Backpacking and reconnecting with myself is a way for me to break that cycle and dishabituate. It allows me to step back into my life with a renewed appreciation for the people and the blessings I have. I become more present as a father, as a son, as a friend, and in everything I do. I say this purely to encourage you. Connect with yourself, connect with nature, connect with the people that are important to you, forge new friendships, grow, and go backpacking.